Disneyland is a wonderful place to visit. We love going there all the time, but it is not the perfect place. We're going to be talking about some things that we would love to change about Disneyland and things that we think would actually make the parks better. Hello everybody, welcome to RTD Adventures. My name is Brian.
And I am Jacob.
And we've got a list of some things that we think would make a really big impact if we were to change these things in Disneyland today. We're going to list some things that we're not necessarily big fans of and we think could be huge improvements on the current quality of the parks. So the first thing we're going to talk about on this list is something that's a bit controversial. So a lot of people think that Tomorrowland is in desperate need of a big renovation. Okay, renovation, innovation, right? That Tomorrowland needs to be changed.
Yeah.
It's past due for an update. And I think that the best way to do this is to, number one, remove the Innovation Center, just completely get rid of it. And number two, get rid of Autopia. I know that is something that a lot of people really have a lot of nostalgia for.
Here come the comments.
I honestly, I don't care for Autopia at all. I think that
I love the smell of gasoline.
Yeah, it just needs to go. But think about this for just a second, right? Hear me out. Get rid of the Innovation Center, get rid of Autopia. They're right next to each other. This makes a huge open area.
That's a lot of area.
For an addition of something, right? Maybe it's another attraction, maybe it's more restaurants, maybe Tron. I don't know if there's enough space for that, but I think that this is a definite area of improvement. Tomorrowland is supposed to be an area that thinks about the future, right? It's a fantastical imagination of what the future could be like. Autopia feels like a relic of the past. Mm-hmm. The Innovation Center has been sitting empty since the parks reopened. I mean, they did have the Star Wars launch bay previously, but now we've got Galaxy's Edge. I just don't think the Innovation Center is needed anymore, so let's just wipe those things completely out and put some brand new things in there to give new life into Tomorrowland.
All right. Another thing that personally I would change, also might be controversial, but I bet you most of you would agree with me, is ditch the Genie Plus and bring back Max Pass. I know this probably can't happen, but if I had all power when it comes to Disney authority, I would definitely do that. Max Pass was amazing. Basically Fast Pass, but digital. You were able to stack, and it was a reasonable amount of time. It's not like you're able to just stack all these Fast Passes left and right, but you could be in line, hour-long wait, and you're like, oh, hey, I can get another Fast Pass. Want to do this ride again? Sure, boom, Fast Pass for this line. I don't know, I just thought that was amazing. It wasn't limited to one specific ride, that ride per day. You could do Indiana Jones all day if you wanted to. I wouldn't, but I don't know, I miss that. Genie Plus is it's not too complicated, it's just overly complicated. I can see the innovation behind it. I can see why they wanted to change it up, call it something else, get something fresh.
Disney wanted more money. Right.
Disney wanted more money.
I mean, Disney Genie Plus is a way for the parks to make more money.
Yes.
Fast Pass was not making a lot of money, especially because Fast Pass was still available as a free system if you wanted to get passes. Max Pass did not cost a lot of money, and compared to the old Fast Pass system in Florida, it was far superior. So those of you that are on the East Coast and never got a chance to experience the old Max Pass at Disneyland, you missed out on a big one here. But, this is one I don't foresee ever coming back.
Probably not.
Okay, something else that I would love to see, and I think this is actually something that really could happen, is seeing more festivals at DCA. Ooh. So when I went to Epcot, I got to go during one of the festivals. I think it was
Festival Holidays.
Flower and Garden
Oh,
show.
you went to that one too?
We were there Flower and Garden, yep, and then we went during the Festival of the Holidays.
That was awesome.
Epcot is, if you've never been there, if you've only been to the California parks, Epcot is one of the greatest places on earth. I mean, I love Disneyland, I love California Adventure, but Epcot is just something else special altogether. And I think something that makes that so special is the festivals. Mm-hmm. And that's something that California Adventure does a little bit of, but I think there could be a lot more, right? So, number one, we need to have festivals more often. And number two, there needs to be a bigger presence of the festivals there. So that means more food booths, that means more special pop-up little attractions, not necessarily like attractions like rides, but interactive elements, experiences. This is something that could be a lot more involved, and that's not really something that's out of the realm of possibility. It's not unrealistic for that to happen. So I again, just as a recap, I would love to see more festivals at DCA. I would love to see a bigger celebration of those festivals, and especially more food stands.
And I think Disney could make quite a bit more money just by doing this, just because you get a lot of locals that are like, I've been to Disneyland, I don't really want to go. They're not like us where they want to go every day. But especially with something new like that happening like once a month or something like that, promoting more foods, more attractions, selling those $80 tickets that let you, peel it off and use that as a free meal or a free, meal ticket. But yeah, I think if they wanted to make some more money, I think they could do this, and it would benefit us in the long run because we love festivals. So we're talking about all these changes that we would do to Disneyland. There's something I would like to change right now, probably. A change that I would make is if you have not subscribed to this channel, take this opportunity, hit that subscribe button wherever it is in this video at this point in time. Just hit the button. I believe it's white now. It used to be red. Hit the button. Catch all the new and great content that we put out. It's great, always. Okay, so hear me out for this next one. For you Star Wars lovers like him and I, Galaxy's Edge. Now, I would change it up periodically and then use different time periods within the Star Wars universe. So they have Galaxy's Edge. I'm not saying tear it down every month or whatever and put something else up. I'm saying use what we have because Batuu is a planet. But it'd be cool every once in a while. I don't know what that looks like, what kind of time frame, every 3 months, 6 months, yearly. Change up the time period. I mean, you have like all the different movies within different time periods and books and comics. Bring out characters that no one has ever heard of before. I mean, or ones that we'd like to see more of. I've overseen Rey and Kylo at this point. Like, I know they make really good toys for kids to play with, and I know they make really like good villain, good bad guy, or good bad guy, good people.
Heroes.
Yeah. But there's so many more. I mean, you could do like I had a thought about Mandalorians coming to Batuu. I don't know, more Mandalorians. They take over one side, and you have some other group on one side. I get the division. That's great. All you have to really do is change up some banners, bring out some new characters. The Millennium Falcon can stay. I don't know. I know there's some ships there too, but I'm sure they could find some overlay, something to put over it. Something. I just feel like a change up in that area periodically would just be amazing.
It wouldn't be that hard either.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if you look at Avengers Campus, it doesn't take place during a specific time period.
Right.
And they introduce new characters literally every time there's a new project that comes out.
Yep.
It would be so cool to be in Batuu, and instead of seeing the First Order stormtroopers, you see Imperial stormtroopers led by Darth Vader.
Oh,
right?
That'd be so sick.
How cool would that be? Not saying you could never have Kylo Ren, not saying you could never have Rey, but let's just give a little bit more to the nostalgic factor for fans that have been around a lot longer than the new trilogy. Bring in the old characters, make it just feel like a little bit more classical,
yes.
Right? And make it feel like anything could happen, right? We know we're stuck in the sequel area, which, it's got its ups and downs.
Yeah.
But it would just be so much of a greater opportunity. I feel like it was a missed opportunity just putting it in a specific time period. They really could make the land so much more than what it is now. Okay, next thing for me, this one's a little bit more specific on just an attraction that I'd like. I want an Emperor's New Groove roller coaster. Okay,
That'd be cool.
Maybe that could be just any attraction, but I think a roller coaster specifically. The whole Kronk pull the lever and then you just shoot off at the start of the ride.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
I think that would be so much fun. There really isn't anything Emperor's New Groove.
No, I missed it.
I think Yzma just showed up at Oogie Boogie Bash for the first time. And that's pretty much all we ever get. Right? We need Emperor's New Groove. This is becoming a cult classic with Disney films, and so I think it's time that we get a little bit more of Emperor's New Groove. I don't really even know necessarily where this could be, but we're just imagining things. This is our wish list. We need Emperor's New Groove, and we need a roller coaster with those characters.
Ooh, water ride.
Water ride would be fun too. Yeah. I mean, I know that was the talk that some people wanted before Splash Mountain got announced.
Splash Mountain.
What the retheme was, people wanted an Emperor's New Groove Splash Mountain.
That would have been cool. It wouldn't have made sense, but it would have been amazing.
Yeah. But anything Emperor's New Groove, we just need more of that.
Last but not least for me is definitely I'd like to see more nights in Disneyland. And what I mean by that is, we have Star Wars nights,
Not Knights in Armor?
Not Knights in Armor. Nope, I am not talking about those. Valentine's, the couples nights, just the Oogie Boogie Bash, like more of these. I'd like to see like once a month even would just be so cool to have more opportunities for ticketed events. Once again, they're ticketed events, so Disney, you'd be making some cash. I just think there's a little more exclusivity. Can you say that? Yeah. Just because there's things and characters, food that pops up at that time that isn't around during the day or at a normal day in Disneyland, and it gives the people that have bought these tickets a sense of, oh cool, I get this rare opportunity to do this. Obviously, there's lots of big ones for kids, especially around Christmas time. I just think they're missing an opportunity unless they're going to start doing this. I don't know, because things after COVID starting to open up again. So I just really hope that they take advantage of this opportunity to make more nights. But that's what I would do personally. And yeah, that's my last one.
More suits of armor.
More, not nights.
All right, last on the list for me, more Oswald. Come on, look at this
Where'd
little guy.
you get that?
Oswald is the greatest character. I mean, I know people love Mickey. Oswald is the original.
It's crazy.
Okay, Walt Disney's very first major creation here. You can hold Oswald.
Thank you.
Oswald's my favorite character, and there's very, very little Oswald in the parks. If you guys watched our bucket list video, meeting Oswald in the parks is on my bucket list because he's never in the park when I'm there. And last time I went to Disneyland with my wife, we went into all the shops and I literally bought everything Oswald I could possibly find, and it was not very much. It all fit in one bag. We need more Oswald, more stuff like this. More Oswald pins, coffee mugs, t-shirts, right? Just give me more Oswald in general. This is one of Walt Disney. This is the original creation by Walt Disney. We need more of it just to celebrate the OG Walt creations. All right, you guys, let me hear about your changes that you think we need at Disneyland. Maybe it's one that we've already covered, something that you liked about that. Maybe it's one that we forgot to mention or just didn't cover at all. We want to hear about your changes. We're going to respond to all those comments, so make sure you sound off in the comment section down below. We'll start a conversation about what sort of cool changes that we need to see in the parks. As for the next video here up on the screen, we've got a great playlist of more Disneyland videos to help you plan your perfect vacation. We want to give a big shout out for everybody that's been supporting us over the last year. And just as always,
Thanks for watching.